Hey everybody, I just wanted to jump on and share with you a quick training on our new Wade College app. I'm sure a bunch of you have already played around with a lot of the features in the app, but I just wanted to show you a couple of quick tips and tricks. So first of all, when you look at the 2 pages of the app, anytime you see a dot next to any one of the options, and there's no examples of that on my screen right now, but should you see a dot, that means that there is some new content in that part of the app that you can look at. So let's begin with news. So we're going to do a few things with the news option on the app. And one is obviously to push out to you guys our weekly WOW emails. So that is the email that comes out every Monday morning and goes over kind of everything that's happening at the college, any important announcements. The other thing we'll do in this news space is just remind you of any upcoming events that might be happening literally like in a few minutes, because anything that we put in the news app will get pushed out to the home screens of your phone. And I'll show you how to make sure you get those announcements on your phone. You may also see our Instagram in this feed. You don't see it right now, but that will be a way just to kind of keep this news feed fresh as the week goes on. You will not receive any push notifications about Instagram updates. So obviously, if you want to engage with us on Instagram, you can follow us there. So the second one is email. So email is basically going to take you to email.wadecollege.edu. You'll log in with your usual username and password, and this will take you straight into your email. So that's that second thing this does. I'm going to skip online class. I'll show you a couple of different ways to do that, but we'll move on to Jupiter Grades. Remember that Jupiter Grades login is the only thing that's different from all the others. It's not a Microsoft product. So that may be first name space last name, and it may or may not be a different password that you have set for it. Okay, that's where you get your grades for your ongoing class grades. Campus Cafe is where your transcript and schedule is. Again, I'm logging in with all of these through just using my Face ID, but you can save your passwords as well. This is where you get your transcript. This is where you get your official course grades, your degree audit that shows you what classes you have left to complete your program, your official class schedule, all that good stuff is in this information portal. Wade College Career Connection is the next one. This is where you upload your resume and you look for jobs and internship opportunities and Market Week. Our employers obviously also use this portal to post jobs and to recruit for students. Okay, students obviously use the student option. The next one is events. So first of all, there are 2 views in this events tab. I'll show you the difference between the two. One of them is a calendar view, and I'm going to go to a day where there are no events scheduled. So June 2nd, obviously, we had nothing going on that day. And so literally you'll just see a calendar with nothing below it. The dates that you're looking at that have a dot, 1 dot or 2 dots or 3 dots, that just tells you that there's an event going on for that day. I prefer this list view because it shows you kind of all of the events that are coming up just in a chronological order. When you click on an event, it will again show you the time and the day, but it'll also give you a direct Zoom link or a Microsoft Teams link to join that event. So this list will be kept updated. If there are changes to meeting times or days, it will reflect on this calendar, and you can use this calendar literally to join any virtual field trip, any workshop, any speaker that we have planned. All right. The next one is calendar, and you might be wondering how events and calendar are different. So the calendar feeds directly from our Wade College website, and this calendar is an official academic calendar. It is uploaded by our president to the Wade College website, and by July 1st, we will have a more extended calendar with additional trimesters into probably 2021 and 2022. If you are looking to plan a vacation, if you need to know when future breaks are or when future terms start, this calendar is definitely a trustworthy source of when all of those important dates are. The next one is the directory. A directory is a list of every single Wade College faculty member and administrator. And if you click on the person, it will show you their office hours. It'll also show you what courses they teach and when. It will make clear whether they're in a home office or if they're on campus. And you also have an option to email them directly from that little @ button. It should open your whatever email you're using on your phone. By the way, before I go on, you'll notice there are no phone numbers in the directory. At the very bottom of both screens, there is this direct call button, and that will call, obviously, the receptionist or whoever's answering the phone, and then after hours, that will go to our, our messaging service that has all of the different extensions of whoever you may be looking for at Wade College. The next one is the payment tab, and this payment option will allow you to send payment to Wade College both via credit card and using a check. So after you go past this screen, which is just sort of a security screen, you'll be able to either enter a credit card number or a routing number and an account number of a check that you're trying to use to make a payment. So Forms is probably the part of the app that every single Wade College student this term has used. You've all used this to register for summer. As we continue to go more paperless, we will add more forms to this option, and we'll also delete forms that we are no longer using. So we'll keep this part of the app updated as we're using, again, new forms. Quick links are somewhat redundant because you'll find a lot of these features on the home pages of the app. There are a few that are new. The cloud is where you'll find your storage, and I'll show you another place to look for this. That's where you would store digital files. And another thing is library. So once our electronic library is usable, accessible from anywhere, not just on campus, then I'll probably add a library link to the home screen of our app. Okay, so this is just kind of a convenient list of all these different links that are available. Okay, just want to show you a couple of other things. One is the My ID feature. Here you would just enter your last name and your student ID. Everybody's student ID starts with 660, and you can find that ID in Campus Cafe. If you're having a hard time finding it, you can always reach out and I'll let you know. As a college, we are going to stop issuing plastic IDs. So this will function as your college ID, mostly useful for getting lots of discounts at movie theaters and stores, art supply stores, etc. So definitely get your ID going in there. The next thing is tip line, and a tip line is kind of like an anonymous email. You can enter a tip in this box, and a tip can be anything from something that is operational on campus, like a restroom, let's say being out of toilet paper as a silly example, up to something really serious like experiencing bullying or, God forbid, something like that. You can also include a photo, a video, or just simply some information in this box. This is anonymous, so you do not have to have your name, your email, your phone number. And I am the only person who will receive this message. It is truly anonymous. I will not get an IP address of where the message is coming from or anything like that. So if you want to send, the college a message that you would prefer to be anonymous, this is the ideal place to do that. Okay, finally, I want to show you my alerts. And I am going to encourage everybody to leave the push notifications on. That is how you will receive, first of all, anytime the Wade College app wants to update you on something, be it the Monday Morning Wow email, be it just a quick invitation to some type of speaker or field trip, or an emergency message like the college closing early or opening late or closing completely for weather or some other type of emergency, make sure you keep that enable push notifications on. I promise you will not get any updates from Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. In fact, I don't have the Facebook or Twitter accounts linked to our app at all. The Instagram account is linked, and you will see that in the news app, but you will not get any notifications for that, okay? So follow us on those social media platforms if you want to engage with us that way. Okay, so that's basically the app. I just want to show you one more button, and that is at the very bottom in the blue in the blue banner, and that is this Microsoft logo, which will take you to not just your email, but your entire Microsoft products. Okay, it's a portal into all of your Office 365 products, and it's just going to take one more second to open. But what you will see here is all of the Microsoft apps that you have access to. So the first one is Outlook, and Outlook obviously is your email. So this is yet another way to get to your email. The cloud, which says OneDrive, that is obviously your cloud-based storage of your documents that you work on, wherever you work on them at school or home. And then you see Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote as a note-taking device, and there's Teams. Now, if you were to click on Teams, this is just going to prompt you to download the Teams app, okay? And by the way, every student at Wade College and every faculty member at Wade College should have the Microsoft Teams app on, on their phone, on their laptop, on their home computer, just so that you can be sure that you are, giving yourself multiple ways to access your online classes. Okay, you'll also see, just as I go back into this, access to other files that you've worked on and things like that. So I think that is one of the most important resources on this app. And then just the last thing is the hamburger menu up at the top. That will give you just a quick visual, just at a glance, of everything on the app. You can kind of see it in one quick scrolling bar instead of having to navigate over 2 pages. Okay. I just want to also encourage you guys that if anybody has any amazing graphic design project or artwork that you feel like would be appropriate to upload on this top banner that you see me kind of scrolling across right now, I would love that opportunity. Also, if anybody has any feedback, suggestions about just the layout or functionality of the app, I would love to hear from you either through email or the anonymous tips line. Would be awesome. All right, guys, that is my tutorial. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for downloading the app. Thanks for using it. Thank you for registering for your summer classes by using the forms feature. It's helped us to go like truly paperless and keep enjoying and using this as just a convenience option for you guys.